Got something interesting for you today.
Hoover for president. It looks like we got some autographs.
We have a card that's signed by Herbert Hoover and Lady Lou Hoover.
Hoover, he wasn't that bad of a president, really. I mean, you get slammed with the Great Depression, and I mean, what do you do? I mean, there's no way to really prepare for that stuff when you're a president.
No.
I'm pretty sure they don't give him a handbook on what to do,
No, I don't think
Yeah.
so. I'm here to sell my framed Herbert Hoover political collection. I purchased it at an estate sale outside of Buffalo, New York. The collection entails 2 autographs from Herbert Hoover and the First Lady, as well as a couple political items and a letter from their secretary. I'm hoping to get $1,000 for my Herbert Hoover and Lady Hoover collection.
This is pretty cool. Hoover, he went to Stanford University right when it opened. Came from nothing. I mean, he was one of the main guys in the FDA for a long time. It was really important that he made sure people, ate decent food. You weren't getting snake oil anymore, and it was as a cure-all medicine. It's stuff that he did in his career. He became president at a really just not great time for anybody to be president. Lived a long life after being president, though. I mean, he didn't die till the 60s. Then you have his wife, Lady Lou, was it Lou Henry?
Lou Henry Hoover.
She was pretty big in her own right. She was around during the whole women's lib kind of first movement there back in the 20s. And then I believe she was the first lady to do a speech over the radio.
She was also the first lady to speak Mandarin.
Well, ain't that something? I never heard of that in my life.
Yeah.
Okay, any particular reason or you wanted to buy something from Hoover?
It was kind of interesting to me because you had the political and their actual autographs with the letter.
Mrs. Brothwell here, she wrote a letter to Hoover about 9 years after he didn't win re-election, something like that, and she wanted autographs. I don't believe that he would have written this. Oh, it was the secretary that wrote it.
It was the secretary, yeah.
And then they sent 2 autographs for why they didn't sign the paper. I don't know, kind of fishy to me. What are you looking to do with it? You looking to sell it?
Yeah, I'm looking to sell it. I'm trying to get about $1,000 for it.
Okay, I mean, I got a feeling that there's a chance these could be secretary signatures. I don't really know for sure. Do you mind if I get my signature guy down here and have him take a look at it?
No, by all means.
I'll go give him a call and see when I can get him down here, okay?
No problem.
I have a seller in the shop with framed campaign items and 2 cards signed by President Herbert Hoover and First Lady Lou Hoover. The piece looks like it's in excellent condition, and we don't see very many things signed by President Hoover. Because these signatures are rare, I'm having Steve Grad come down and authenticate them and tell me what they're worth.
Hey, how you doing? How are you? Good to see you.
What's up, Steve? How you doing?
Good to see you.
The very interesting Herbert Hoover, 1-term president. I mean, 31st president, First Lady Lou Henry Hoover. What can you tell me about it?
He kind of came into office kind of at a bad time. I mean, the Great Depression, things kind of went south when he was in office. He spent literally his entire career afterwards trying to, kind of resurrect his name. He wrote a bunch of books, and, Hoover tried running for president a few times. He really wanted to get back in office, but instead he ended up serving in different administrations, kind of just in a unofficial capacity, helping out with various projects. So, he tried to make his name a little better.
So, obviously I got a letter from a secretary.
Okay.
I got to ask, are they secretary signatures or are they legit?
Sure, well, let's take a look. Just spin it around for me.
Sure.
Let's see what we got here in terms of the just ink. See if I can get anything under the glass here, Corey. And usually the first thing I want to do is just make sure everything's live and I could see it there. And same thing here. We're looking at a steel tip fountain pen that would have written both of those, so that checks out good. The next thing I do want to do is look at the exemplars that I have on file. Herbert Hoover literally had this beautiful flowing signature. Every letter you could read in his name, he connected. So we take a look here, Herbert Hoover. Take a look here, Herbert Hoover connected. Pretty much the same consistency you're seeing here. Every letter you could see, and his wife, kind of, a little different, a little more jagged, but nice angle to the right. Once again, you could see both of that in both of those names and signatures. So, I have no doubt about that. This is something that you would see normally, Corey. It's kind of commonplace, especially some ex-presidents would do that. Calvin Coolidge, Woodrow Wilson, you'd get a nice calling card with their signature on it.
Okay, so how collectible are they and, what are they worth?
Ex-presidents are always kind of collectible. He died in the 60s, still very collectible. Value-wise, though, he doesn't bring ton of value. And his wife really doesn't carry this piece here. Obviously, this broadside, if it's authentic, something like that could be semi-collectible, but really, when looking at the autographs, you're looking at $400.
Okay, well, Steve, thanks for coming down, man.
Good to see you, brother.
You too.
Appreciate it.
Yep, good luck.
You heard my guy. I'm gonna have to sell this stuff and make money. What's the least you'll take?
500. I mean, it's nicely framed and everything, ready to put on the wall.
You 4?
About 475.
450.
475. I just don't want to go any lower than that.
It's kind of hard to go higher than what my guy said I could sell them for, but I could probably do something a little bit extra with the broadside there. I'll tell you what, I'll do the 475.
All right, you got yourself a deal.
I appreciate it, man. Go ahead and leave this here and come with me.
No problem.
Hey, how you doing, Jim?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm all right.
Tell me what you have here.
That's a Kenton World's Fair toy. It's from the Chicago 1930s World's Fair. This is replicating the trams that would have transported the people back and forth on the grounds of the fair.
Okay, obviously, it's got some age on it. At least we know the tires are original.
That's not debatable. They are obviously original. I've seen some of the tires are flat. They look like marshmallows somebody stepped on. I'm here at the pawn shop to sell my Kenton World's Fair tram. This toy is almost 100 years old. It's nothing broken, nothing repaired, original paint, original tires, which is very hard to find. I've had it for several years now, so I'm just ready to move on and get something different. I'm hoping to get $1,500 for my Kenton World's Fair tram.
This is pretty cool. Okay, yeah, it says World Fair right on here. The 1930s World Fair was huge. They say by the end of the Chicago World Fair, over 40 million people had came to see it. And one of the big reasons people came to see it is it was in the midst of the Great Depression, and people wanted to see what's gonna happen in the future. So the World Fair was kind of a good way to show the new technologies, kind of like, I guess, the conventions that we have today. And Kenton, I mean, they were like the leader manufacturer of iron toys at the time. And I think the 1930s is when they started making vehicles.
A little earlier than that, but not far off. Probably in their late teens, like that, they started producing some early cars and stuff like that.
I mean, it looks good. I like the aging on it. It almost looks like it was aged purposely like this. I mean, I can tell it wasn't.
Right.
But it has a nice patina to it where it's still got a lot of the good color on it. It's not in pristine condition with perfect coloring, but
No.
Kenton is highly collectible. This is, you know, what people want to see, especially from this time period. All right, well, tell me where you got this.
I got this from a fellow collector that had it for years, and we did like a partial trade / cash deal.
Okay, so you're willing and dealing to up your collection.
I'm always wheeling and dealing.
Well, I'm liking everything I see with it. So what are you looking to do with it?
I was hoping to sell it today.
Okay, and a price in mind?
I was looking for $1,500.
Okay, I mean, iron toys, it's a tough market, but a good market. Would you take $1,200 for it?
Did you bump it to 14? Did they give me a little bump?
I would stretch it up to 13.
You think you give me a little tiny, like $13.50, and we'll kind of wrap it up?
$13.25?
All right.
All right, $13.25.
Thank you, brother.
I'll meet you over here and write you up.
Sounds good.
How you doing?
Real good.
Tell me what you have here.
I've got a photograph by Bob Whirling. He's a California photographer, recognized in the Museum of Modern Art, all over the world, actually.
So, where did you get this photo?
I bought this photo at an art fair in Redondo Beach, and Robert had a little booth set up. And at the end of the conversation, I decided to buy this photo from him.
So I'm guessing you enjoyed his company if you were willing to spend money with him after.
Yes. I'm here at the pawn shop today to sell my Robert Whirling time-lapse photograph from 1970. I bought this photograph in 1975, and it's been in my home ever since. My wife and I are moving, so a lot of my collections, we're selling them off. I'm hoping to get $3,000 for my Robert Whirling photograph.
It's really cool. You know, Robert, from what I understand about him is he was always fascinated with art.
Yes.
He found his niche in photography. He went on to get his bachelor's and his master's in Santa Barbara in their photography school and continued to study with Ansel Adams, kind of the pioneer, the godfather of, you know, this style.
Certainly.
Learning the tricks of the trade, but although he did, you know, basically apprenticeship with Ansel Adams, it doesn't look like Ansel Adams' work at all. So this picture is titled Farm and Moon. It looks like a picture of a farm with obviously 3/4 of a moon in the background or so.
Yes, it's a time-exposed photograph where the lens is kept open overnight. So you actually get a little bit of a feeling of a curvature of the earth from the photo.
Yeah, since it's so dark outside, by doing a long exposure, you can allow more light into the camera, which is the reason you're able to get this night shot with everything visible. Photography was much different in the 70s. I mean,
Yes.
Robert was known for his darkroom work. Basically, a darkroom is where you would develop a photo at the time. People still do it today, but it's almost a lost art form. I love long exposure photos like this. How much are you looking to get for it?
I'd like to get $3,000 for it.
Okay. Unfortunately, Robert's photos aren't known for pulling that. It's just, he's kind of a great photographer who's not really known that well. If I had it in my store, I'd want to mark it like $400. So I would love to buy the picture, but I'd have to offer you $200 for it.
Well, based on that, I think I'd just take it home, put it back on the wall.
I don't blame you. It's a beautiful picture, and you've had it for quite a long time.
That I have.
You definitely got your money out of it.
I certainly did.
Thank you for bringing it in. Have a good
And
day.
thanks for your time. Appreciate it.